Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, January 29th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I'm going to lead off with a double dose of good news on the COVID front. Yesterday, Governor Hogan announced that the 10 p.m. curfew imposed on restaurants across Maryland will go away on Monday, February 1st. And usually in a game of political one-upsmanship, County Executive Pittman goes the opposite direction. But not this time. I got confirmation late yesterday afternoon that the county executive will indeed follow the state orders this time. But while the county relaxes capacities today at noon, the elimination of the curfew does not happen until Monday. That does follow the state order. And a bit later on today, the Anne Arundel County Economic Development Corporation will be unveiling a new minority-owned business program. I'm kind of interested to see what that's about. They've kept it under pretty close to the vest, so we will see, and we will have more information on that on Monday. A county deputy sheriff and another person were taken to the R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore yesterday morning after an accident on I-97. Just at about 6:30 a.m., the sheriff was southbound on 97 near Waterbury Road, and a car on the shoulder reportedly backed off of the shoulder and into the travel lanes and was struck by the deputy. The sheriff's office immediately said that the deputy was not at fault. However, the Anne Arundel County Police Department is investigating. Both of the people involved were taken to the Shock Trauma Center as a precaution, and both are expected to recover. The deputy has been employed with the department for 3 years. Shortly after that accident, former delegate and former candidate for governor Heather Mizeur tossed her hat into the congressional ring. She will be taking on Congressman Andy Harris in 2022 as the incumbent plans to run for a 7th term. Mizeur cited the riots in the Capitol on January 6 as one of the main reasons, along with Harris's behavior after those riots. The evening of January 6th, he nearly got into a fistfight with another representative, and a week ago, he was stopped by the police for attempting to bring a loaded weapon onto the floor of the House of Representatives. If you want to find out more about Heather Mizeur's candidacy, you want to go to heathermizeur.com, and that is M-I-Z-E-U-R. And finally, a couple of events for your calendar. Starting on Monday and lasting for 7 days, you can snag recipes for some of your favorite soups from some of your favorite area restaurants and chefs. It is the 15th annual Heritage Baptist Church's Super Bowl, and that is not to be confused with the football game. This is S-O-U-P-E-R Bowl. Usually it's an in-person thing and features real soup, but this year, well, COVID. So they are sharing the recipes all week long on their Facebook page. You want to look for Heritage Annapolis. And since it is a fundraiser, all proceeds will go to the Lighthouse. You can make contributions online at heritageloves.com/online giving. Again, that's heritageloves.com/online giving. And the second event is not until Valentine's Day, but I know it will sell out very fast. The Annapolis Town Center is putting some romance on the big screen in their drive-thru. It was a sellout at Halloween and will be again this time. $75 gets you in for a 5:30 showing of Casablanca, where I will be, or an 8:30 showing of La La Land, and these are both on Saturday, February 13th. The price of admission also gets you a gift certificate to a town center restaurant of your choice, 2 mini bottles of champagne, and a rose. Boom! I just saved Valentine's Day for all the guys. You can get your tickets right now at visitatc.com. I have mine already. Again, visitatc.com. Okay, that does wrap up the news for us today. As always, thank you very much for listening. And if you are someplace where you can leave us a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends and family and colleagues all know about us. It really does help. A quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. And just like every other day, George Young from DCMD VA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. He says snow is on the way. And as it is Friday, I will simply say have a great weekend, be safe, wash your hands, and we will see you here on Monday. Now hang tight. George and the rest is coming up in just 1 minute.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, January 29th. Yesterday was outright cold across the Annapolis region, despite the ample sunshine, with temps in the 30s and wind chills teens and 20s as winds gusted over 30 miles per hour much of the day. And the same will be true today, with winds continuing to gust to 30 to 40 miles per hour, with more cold and breezy winds Saturday ahead of Sunday's big weather maker of a storm that will produce periods of snow and possibly some mixed precip as well throughout the day Sunday into Monday morning before a possible lull in the action Monday as low pressure approaching from the west in effect transfers its energy to a newly forming low pressure center somewhere along the southeastern coast, with that low pressure center then moving northeast along or just offshore of the eastern seaboard, bringing the second half of this winter weather event back into the region with more snow then likely Monday afternoon or evening, lasting through much of Tuesday, if not into late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. All of that being said, this is expected to bring several inches of total snowfall to the Annapolis region, which we think will ultimately end up in the 5 to 10 inch range when all is said and done, with a fairly valid chance that some areas in the region may see over 10 inches of total snowfall. But stay tuned for updates throughout the day today and the weekend as things unfold, and look for an extra forecast recording or two over the weekend on the Eye on Annapolis platform as overall storm tracks and forecast amounts really start to come into view. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there despite the cold and wind. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store, and also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Going through a real estate home sale or purchase is a very personal and sometimes stressful experience. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I are committed to working with people both buying and selling homes in all price points. Whether it's giving you a competitive edge while buying a home or negotiating the best price and terms while selling your home, we always have our clients' best interest at heart. Our goal is to provide exceptional service so that you will recommend us to your friends and family over and over again. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.